Greetings friends, I am Jamie Penrose the Huffber, and it is the best day ever because we're playing Hearthstone. Now you might say to me, but where is the Amnesia Machine for Pigs review? And to you I say, don't worry, it's coming, but it just isn't here yet. It will be here soon, and I thought in the meantime we should play some Hearthstone because, you know, Hearthstone is in closed beta, much as it is now a beloved part of my life. Not many can see it, so I thought I should show it for all the world to see. And as you can see, I have 240 gold. I'm going to use that gold on the arena. And we're going to play a round of arena and see how we do. We have purchased the arena ticket. Which of these heroes shall we play? It's Anduin every day.
The light shall bring victory.
Priests are currently very powerful in Hearthstone. Will they be changed? We don't know, but until they are, I'm gonna have some fun. And that fun will start with Shadow Form, which basically changes your hero power from the already good heal into something that's just straight up twice as good as the mage's power, so why wouldn't you go for that? It can be very useful at helping you clear the board. This is always good for helping get rid of enemy weapons, so we're going to get one of those to get rid of enemy weapons. That is always good because it's just plain good. Again, good removal, getting rid of some pesky minions there. That is just plain brilliant because it's a silence, and if you don't know what silence is in this game, it basically gets rid of all the funky effects of a minion. Say you have a minion, this minion has no effects, but if it had effects, they'd be written there, and by using that silence, we can get rid of those effects, and it can make dangerous minions into something much less dangerous. I'm also going to get this to get dangerous minions into something much less dangerous, which is a dead minion, which, as you might know, are not dangerous at all, unless they have a death rattle, in which case they're potentially very dangerous. Which of these do I want? We are going to go for you, because why not? I could bring you out there, then I could bring you back, use your silence again. There are just all sorts of good plays. Holy Nova is just wholly good. I want Thought Steal because every time a priest uses Thought Steal against me, I feel very nervous, so I have to assume that it's good. Now, if I use Shadow Form twice to give it 3 damage, is that a good idea, or is that 2 cards spent on something that could be better spent elsewhere? I think it's a good idea, because think of it. For 2 mana, you can cast 3 damage every turn. That is like having a reasonably good spell card in your deck every turn. And Mind Games, you know that I'm going to play that, and it's going to bring out like a Murloc Raider or something pathetic. Because I don't have the best luck, so we're going to play Pain, because Pain is always good. Another Death, 2 of each, I feel, is enough to, obviously you need that, because if the opponents play any super cards, you can just be like, ha, your super card is now my super card. Speaking of super cards, I'm going to go for Dark Iron Dwarf, because he is a super card. Which of these do I want? I'll go for you. Just because, you know, you summon a nice little boar. It's not a very strong boar, but it's a boar nonetheless. Help us light the way. I'm going to go for you, Mr. Acolyte of Pain, because I can potentially heal you up, or unless I get Shadow Form, in which case I can potentially kill you horribly. I'm going to go for Bloodfen Raptor. It's not special, no frills, no thrills, it is just a cheap card that does some damage. And I know that, you know, the 7/6/6 +1/1, it looks tempting, but it's a bit expensive, and unless you've got a lot of minions on your board, which I probably won't, it, you know, doesn't help you that much. I don't want that. I don't want that. Now, which of these do I want? Because they could both be potentially quite useful. Now, if I get my Shadow Forms out, that 5 damage is not very coveted, because I can do just about that much cheaper. And as for the restoring 5 health, well, I don't know, we're going to go for Shadow Madness, because I have turned a lot of games around with Shadow Madness before, because it takes control of an enemy minion with 3 or less till the end of the turn, so you can take their minion and, you know, kill one of their things with it, and that's always good. Now, which of these do I want? I'm going to go for this, because I feel that by the time that 6-cost card is coming down, there aren't going to be that many 2-attack minions. Faceless Manipulator is brilliant, so we are having him. Crazed Alchemist. You can do some good things with the Crazed Alchemist, so I'm going to take the Crazed Alchemist. How is the volume, by the way? I feel like we could get a bit more music up in here. So there you go. That's more music for your pleasure. Novice Engineer or Dragon Link Mechanic. Let's see what we've got here. 2, 2, 2. I'm going to get it because card draw is good. Now which of these do I want? We'll go for the Imp Master. Master Spell could be useful, but it could also not be useful. So we're going to get the pint-sized Summoner, because you never know when that might be useful. Another Mind Control is always a good idea. Fairy Dragon is just brilliant, because it can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, which just makes it a buggery-duggery in the early game. Smite, you know, that might come in handy. Once I get my, you know, that, then that's worthless, but if I get that out before I get that, then it could be a good bit of help. Circle of Healing. I'm gonna take a risk on this. Okay, and finally, well, I don't need 3 of those because, well, they don't stack 3 times, so I am going to... I don't want to rely on myself being hurt. That just seems like defeatist attitude from day one. So I'm going to go for Sea Giant. Will I come to regret this decision? Yes. So let's press play now and enter ourselves in to a world of fun. We are finding an opponent. Will we find the opponent of our dreams? It's hard to say. Will we find an opponent at all? This is early beta, and the connection is not always stable. Is anybody out there? Oh, there we go. That telltale lag means that someone is out there. We are against a worthy opponent. Not my guild leader, which is good, because I think it's my partner's little brother, who isn't actually subscribed to WoW. So,
the light shall bring victory.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, because I don't think we're going to see much Divine Shield in the early game. You watch, he's going to play a 1-1 with Divine Shield, and I'm going to be like, nay! But until that happens, yay.
Greetings.
You always want to say hello.
My greetings.
To either Jarun or Yarun. I don't know which. Could be either, could be or. So I am just going to immediately flip this coin. Get my scary dinosaur out there. He is going to pave the way for goodness. So yes, I am thinking, friends, that in general, I am going to start playing more competitive games, because I think that is something that I want to do. Be it this, be it StarCraft, be it Dota 2, be it Team Fortress 2, anything fun I'm going to play, maybe put out a few videos that a week, maybe call it Competitors Corner, or CC for short. I think that's nice and snappy, and it will help for keeping videos rolling at the times when I am writing complicated reviews for terrible horror games. And this review, believe you me, it is pretty complicated. I've got characters and everything. There is going to be voice acting going on. You should be very afraid. So he has summoned a Panther, which unfortunately is going to die a horrible death. Just a plain horrible death. I know I could have gone in shadow form, but, you know, this gets him out earlier. Now, there's nothing I can really do now, but, there we go. Heal myself. Feeling good. But I feel like just getting that thing off quickly and keeping my raptor was worth delaying my transformation for a bit. What's he gonna do? What can he do?
What to do?
That is what I'm asking. Ah!
For the doctor.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, there you go. Someone called for the doctor, and we must cleanse the Sunwell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transform to Shadow form, kill her, and then he can go down next turn with my wonderful Windy Blast Fast. So, away you go, Cleric. Now, everything, the path is clear for me, unless Unless they do something.
Mess with Tusker.
It looks like they really don't want me to mess with Tusker. And who am I to argue? I won't mess with Tusker. I'm just going to mess with this guy. And I think a Thought Steal will be good here, because if I put that down, it's just going to die. But at the same time, if I put that down, I am going to trade. And that's a good trade. And it protects me from 3 damage. Yeah, we'll put this down, just because I can't see any good.
I wonder.
There are no minions I can put down at the minute that will be safe from all of that, so
Job done.
just put him out there. It's not like he can claw it or anything. He is going to have to use those minions, so it might be a good buffer, actually. I don't know if that was a good play or if it was a bad play, so we will find out together, is what we will do. He has played his spooky tiger. Ah! Okay, he can get me that way. That is true. Ah, well, you came at a most opportune time. Time to become superpowered. And murder you. Now, I am up for a good 6 damage next turn, so maybe I have doomed myself.
Get behind me.
Oh, I'll get behind you. Herp! I'm taking some hits, but it's okay. I think I have a plan. Let's see what this next thing is. Alright. Does that fit into my plan? It does and doesn't. Because I was going to Shadow Word Madness the pig, get him down to 3, and then kill him. But now I think I'm going to Shadow Word Death the tiger, and I'll still Shadow Word Madness so he's ready to go next turn, but it is going to leave one of them alive, but then one will be alive anyway, so what am I even talking about? Maybe one of the more underwhelming Shadow Word Madnesses, or Shadow Madnesses, but I think... Hey look, is it me, or is that bear heterochromatic? I have never noticed that before. That's fantastic. That's so fantastic, I'm going to jiggle this Zeppelin. What is he going to do? I mean, I'm still up for another 5 damage, which will bring me down to a dangerous 11 to his 30. Which makes me think that this game... Oh well, there you go. Don't you wish I had Shadow Word Death now? Fortunately, this might just save my life.
Your magic shall not save you.
There we go. Now he can't do 11 damage next turn unless he's got something scary in hand. So perhaps I am safe. Perhaps I'm about to air an embarrassing first loss. But
Squire,
either way,
attend me.
Ready, sir.
that squire is ready. That little dog tree is ready. Everyone's ready. All I can do is take it. What is this? Door! Well, could be that I'm dead. What have you got for me? Give a minion 2/2 and taunt? Suits me. It might just be what I need.
Mage.
Has my life been saved, or have I merely delayed the inevitable? We will find out. So obviously he can trade those to kill him. He could have just something in there to kill him immediately. But if he trades those to kill him, then unless he has something in there that boosts his attack, he can only do 1 to me, which will leave me at 1 attack. And means... what it means is... I'm gonna be alright for a turn? And maybe that's the turn where I turn it all around. Alright, well he's got some kind of plan. What could his plan be? We don't know. He is thinking. He is